Here is another quick 9 playthrough here on the channel for you all. The date and the divisions, of course, shown on screen in the thumbnail. Remember to hit thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as well. Timestamps in the description down below, and remember the replays here are from old tournaments, so use the old ball attribute levels, which have now, of course, doubled. Hope you're enjoying Quick 9. Good luck, and remember to tweak according to your clubs and balls and wind angles. Here we go. We're going to use the rock and the grizzly. We are going to set up with a kingmaker, and we're going to have the blue ring touching the rough on the left at the top of +12 with the rock level 8, top of +11 with the rock level 9. 4 top spin, 1 bar side spin to the left. The ball guide will look like that once you've added spin and are in the correct position, of course. The adjustment, max +5, power 3 settings. Max +5, power 3. And once we've done that, time to take our shot. No overpower, no curl. Of course, minor greats will be safe with the rock. Nice accurate club to use off the tee for this par 4 in this nice wind angle as well, bouncing very comfortably over the rough into the sunny part of the fairway. Drive distance is going to be around 350 yards. Second shot, make a back fringe check. Bullseye over the fringe where it meets the green, in line with the pin. +4 there with the grizzly 9 will be +7 with the grizzly 7 or 8. Then I'm adding half a bar of top spin, setting up with the red ring touching the rough line and the ball guide just going to the back of the cup. For that back fringe check of +4 with grizzly 9, we're going to play this one 40% slider, 5% elevation, and we're using grizzly 9 numbers regardless. If you've got a lower level grizzly, still you need to stick with grizzly 9 numbers. Making our adjustment, and all that is needed to do now is, of course, centre the ball nicely and hit perfect, landing into the rocky part there and dropping this one right at pin for the eagle. On this par 3 we're playing an NMT shot, so no move target, so just add your spin first, and that is going to be 3 back spin and 1.5 left spin. And then it's time to adjust our rings, so no need to touch your target until you go to adjust your rings. Min +20, power 3 numbers, of course. As always with these par 3s, nice to keep the wind below 8 miles per hour if you can. And making our adjustment there, and subject to any wind angle tweaks that you might need, then a perfect ball is going to have a very good chance at dropping, bouncing nicely on the fairway, second bounce onto the green, and we're rolling beautifully in for a hole in 1. Time to go aggressive here with a berserker or a sawgrass ball if you've got it and want the extra needle stability. From the NMT position I just move about a ring to the right, but look at where my ball guide is aiming before spin, kind of just moving it away from the bunker. Then we're adding spin, 5.8 top spin, 2 right spin, and then we're going to adjust max +15 power 5 numbers to match the ball setting that we're using. There is going to be a push-up involved here. I'll give you the ring amount for APOC 5 and 6. Obviously 7 and 8 and level 4 you will have to... 7 and 8 will be a different amount of rings, of course. Level 4 Apocalypse you need to push up additionally. So 5 and 6 is going to be 5 ring push-up. Then I would do a 4.5 ring push-up with APOC 4 plus another 7 yards to account for your lack of club distance. Full overpower, slowish needle, try and hit perfect. Bouncing there towards the bunker, so a great left might be dodgy. You can great proof it if you want by moving your position to the right, but we're looking for 414 yards or thereabouts. Second shot with the grizzly, we're going to add spin first, 4 top spin and 1 bar right spin. Setting up here with the ball guide as shown, we are going to be about 3 or 4 green squares short of pin, ball guide aiming to the right. I've also got the white ring very close to the rough line. There is a small gap there, so try and replicate, pause the video, make some detailed notes if you can. Landing position plus yards minus 5% elevation, plus 6 is going to be 73% on the slider. That will be plus 9 with the grizzly 7 and 8. You're going to use grizzly 9 numbers regardless, and you make 2 pulls over the bullseye, please. Centre the ball, hit perfect, bouncing very nicely on the fairway pad. It's great safe both sides, rolling up onto the green, and if you're lucky, you're going to get the albatross here on this par 5. Hole in one here, we're going to play from the P3 min line with our sniper, with the red ring touching the rough. Then we're going to add spin, and I'm going with a 1.4 backspin, so a light 1.5, no side spin, offset there, deliberately left of the pin. You can add spin with a basic ball if you want to before finding the min line, just to make sure you've got no accidental side, but if not, it doesn't matter. Min plus 30, power 3 numbers. Even with the wind angle variation, you shouldn't be pulling into the min line at all here, because it is a fair few degrees off level crosswind with this orientation of the hole. Bouncing very nicely though there. Second bounce at the start of the fringe, and we're falling nicely for the hole in one. Onto this par 4, we're going to send it from the NMT position. I'm moving up directly in a vertical line to the top of plus 24 with APOC 5 and above. You would need to go to P5 max rest with APOC 4, so that's plus 30 I believe. 5.8 top spin, 1 right spin, and then we adjust max plus 10. Might need a tweak or two depending on wind angle and wind strength, so it's always advisable to take a token or two if you've got a couple of power 5 balls to spare. Like I said, doesn't need to be the sawgrass ball. You can play with the berserker if you want to. Max plus 10 P5 takes us to around plus 2 with APOC 5 and above, so you're going to have a really slow needle. It would be very smooth even with a berserker. No curl, full overpower, hit perfect, bouncing on the fairway here and into the rough, over the water, and we're getting a nice roll out for a very simple wedge for our eagle. Here on this par 5, we're going to play with the rock, 4 bars of top spin, and we're going to aim at the tip of the fairway up ahead on the left, top of plus 4 with the rock level 8, top of plus 3 with the rock level 9, and then we're going to adjust max plus 10 power 3 settings. This is a safe eagle play. Obviously the albatross is on, but you need to be much more aggressive on the second shot, and I would consider you would have to really play with a luminary to be within a good chance, because there will be a little bit more headwind angle on the angle towards the pin. Perfect ball away, and we just want to get towards the end of the fairway without risking the rough, which we do here. Minor greats should still be fine. 330 yards is decent. Second shot, you will need your Cataclysm or Big Dog, and we're going to go with 5.5 top spin, 2 left spin to begin with. Find the position here with the ball guide just clipping the rough, aiming as shown, away from the pin. You can count the green square rows or columns if you want a better reference. Then I respin, keep the top spin, and change to half a bar of left spin rather than 2. It will look like you're going to miss really to the left, but the wind is going to push us in nicely, and you will clip the rough and roll out onto the green, all being well, providing you, of course, set the shot up correctly and hit perfect. For a plus 2 landing position, going to play 75% slider, 5% elevation, it's 2.5% per yard. If your landing position is plus 4, from a shorter drive, you play 80%, and so on. Try and hit perfect here. Great left might cause you some issues with the bunker, so bear that in mind. Perfect ball away though. The top spin will grab very nicely, and the wind will push us towards the rough, into the rough, and rolling out on the green, safely on the green for an eagle putt on this long par 5. Now with this par 3, we're going to set up before spin with the blue ring touching the rough with our sniper and the ball guide through the hole. Then adding spin. A 1.4 backspin, a light 1.5 basically, and then 0.8 left spin. Mid plus 20 power 3 is the adjustment that we need to make here. Might need a tweak or two based on your wind angle variance that you may well get, but this is the middle wind angle. As always, try and keep that wind below 8 miles per hour. Mid plus 20 power 3, always use sniper 10 numbers here please. Perfect ball away, bouncing nicely before the rough and the bunker, taking the hop before the green, rolling onto the green and dropping right at the pin. Very, very close on this one. I'm going to give you a tweak to hopefully get you in. Set up with the quarterback, top of +10, white ring touching the rough on the right, then switch to the APOC and grizzly bag. 5.5 top spin here, 2.5 right spin. Weird spin amounts, make sure you get them right. 5.5 top, 2.5 right. Max +10 is the adjustment here. Maximum distance, 10% elevation. Not going to bring me into overpower with APOC 5, and probably won't with APOC 4, to be honest. That would be +10, so you've still got 5 or 6 yards of leeway even with higher wind. You should be fine. And I'm going here with circle drop overpower, so just that point where the circle drops slightly but before it breaks, so only that first click where it drops down. No curl, and I want to play rings from min with the grizzly, which is why I'm not pushing this one, otherwise you'd be in between clubs. Drive distance, you want about 350 yards. Second shot, I would like you to tweak the aim. I missed this one on the right hand side. I'm adding spin first, 2.5 top spin, 1 bar side spin to the left. Find the min line and count rings from min. There is 5, 6, 7. And we want the red ring touching the rough line. And here you can see I'm offsetting to the left with a small gap between the ball guide and the left side of the cup, but it isn't enough. I would kind of go a ball guide width again to the left, but you'll see this based on the video. I do like the adjustment though, so I don't want to really tweak that one. My suggestion would be to tweak the aim or tweak the left spin. It's up to you. 7 rings from min. We're going to play 9% slider, 0 elevation, power 3 numbers. Centering the ball, like I said, just put a tweak in on this one. The speed's good, the adjustment's right. Don't want to adjust it anymore, but just need to tweak either the aim or the left spin. The choice is yours for a good chance for an eagle on this par 4. If you are enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to help out and keep everything free, then please consider making a small donation. All donations are gratefully received and help me out here on the channel, as all of the content here is produced for free in my own spare time. You can do that in one of 3 ways. You can hit the thanks button here on YouTube, you can make a PayPal donation via the link in the description down below, or you can also join us over on Patreon. Details at the end of the video. We're going to drive with the rock here using backspin. We're going with 1.5 backspin, 3 right spin, and setting up with the red ring touching the rough at the top of +10 with the rock level 8, top of +9 with the rock level 9. The adjustment is 1 to 1 minus 1. So if you have 8.4 wind, you're going to go 7.4 rings. If you have 9.1 wind, you're going to go 8.1 rings, and so on. So a nice simple one there, no need to be faffing around with the wind apps on this one, just do a very simple bit of maths yourself. Just over 2 balls of right curl, look at the tip of the triangle, drawing a line down from the tee would be touching the inside tip of that triangle just before the circle drops as our overpower reference. Don't overdo it here with the overpower accidentally, otherwise you will roll off the end of the fairway. Take a token or two, get a feel for it if you like. Drive distance, going to be 312 to 316. Second shot, I would like you to add a bit more topspin here, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I would go with 5.2 topspin really. I'd rather be coming in hot and on the back fringe rather than on the fairway before the green. Stretch out, find the position shown, and then we're going to adjust max +10, power 3. This will take you into overpower regardless of how much overpower you adjust into. We are going to go with full overpower. If you're worried about that, you can of course play with a higher power ball. Full OP. I hit great right here and it gets me onto the green very nicely. In a subsequent attempt, a perfect ball actually stopped on the front fringe. So that was with 5 topspin. So that is why I'm saying go with 5.2, because I would rather be coming in and rolling to the back of the green rather than having a really downhill wedge. But here, safely on the green, go with a bit more topspin and you're putting for your eagle. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.